Good morning, friends. It's Sunday, the 9th of March 2025, and it's time for your news from dinarrecaps.com. KTFA held a Friday night conference call featuring Frank 26, who shared his opinions on recent rumors, specifically noting the date 3/7/25. In the call, Frank's team, consisting of Walking Stick, Eddie in Iraq, and guests, discussed various topics and the significance of Frank's suit colors during the conference calls. The suit colors represent different themes. White signifies new information, silver indicates frozen intel, red denotes high alert, purple is for guests, blue represents the Air Force, black is for ground FFs, green relates to MR or Fab 4, gold signifies change, and orange indicates implementation. The playback number for the call is 605-313-5163 with a PIN of 156996 NAC. The Iraqi Prime Minister's advisor for economic affairs, Majar Mohammad Salih, stated that the future digital currency to be launched in Iraq will be easy to trade and will not differ from the current exchange rate. He emphasized that this initiative aligns with global central bank trends and is part of a project called M-Bridge, intended for settling financial transactions between central banks using digital currency. Salih highlighted the expected positive impact of this digital currency on Iraq's economy, including reducing liquidity risks and improving security in financial transactions. However, he acknowledged the challenges due to a significant portion of currency being outside the banking system, indicating that a gradual transition is essential. In other news, Ambassador Mohammed Hussein Bar Al-Ulum of Iraq met with Jarno Sirjala from Finland to discuss enhancing economic and investment relations between the two nations. The meeting emphasized Iraq's improving economic conditions and attractions for foreign investments, with plans for Finnish companies to explore opportunities in strategic projects. Lastly, economist Nabil Al-Marsomi warned of the negative implications of falling oil prices, indicating that current prices only suffice to cover salaries, thereby exacerbating Iraq's financial crisis. He noted the government's restrictive measures on investment spending and urged for proactive actions to diversify income sources and stabilize public finances. Note, all intel should be considered as rumors until we receive official announcements, and rates and dates could change anytime until we get to the bank's redemption centers. RV excerpts from the Restored Republic via GCR. Update as of Saturday, 8th March 2025, compiled Saturday, 8th of March 2025, 12:01 a.m. EST by Judy Byington. What we think we know as of Saturday, 8th March 2025, on Friday, 7th of March 2025, the Federal Reserve Vice Chair Michael Barr resigned ahead of a Doge audit. Possible timing. Gitmo TV and Steve Bannon on Telegram. On Tuesday, 4th of March 2025, President Trump addressed the nation and a joint session of Congress as the 17th President of the Republic for the United States of America, coinciding with the 164th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's inauguration. That day, the Republic for the United States of America allegedly began its fiscal year under new gold-backed U.S. notes. On the Friday, 7th March 2025, President Trump held a crypto summit at the White House to introduce the Trump gold-backed Bitcoin as the new U.S. currency. On the Saturday, 8th March 2025, Trump is set to kick off what is being described as the largest economic change in history. Global currency reset. On the Thursday, 6th of March 2025, breaking news announced that the U.S. Department of Treasury would release new banknotes for the RV. On the Friday, 7th March 2025, further notable updates included Trump's executive orders aimed at dismantling the Federal Reserve and shaking the world banking systems, as well as wealth managers signing contracts in preparation for the anticipated RV. Additionally, Trump declared economic war with massive sanctions and tariffs on Russia until a peace deal is reached. On Thursday, 6th of March 2025, Bruce reported that 3 good sources indicated exchanges would occur no later than Sat. 8th of March, with notifications expected over the weekend and exchange processes starting early next week. It was emphasized that higher Dinar contract rates can only be obtained at redemption centers, and currencies are currently in the exchange rate range of $4 to $7, not including the Dinar and Dong rates, which are reportedly higher. Social Security increases should happen by the end of March 2025. Alliance plan. Implementation of Nasara Jasara debt forgiveness is underway, with the military supplying needed food to the masses and the QFS system implemented. The Federal Reserve is reported as dead, with the IRS operating under a new U.S. Treasury, introducing a new tax system with a 14% tax on new items only, exempting food, medicine, and wages. Contributions from Dinar Guru, Frank 26 advised to always maintain possession of your dinars and not to let them go for authentication. Militiaman discussed the evaluation of Iraq's central bank policy journey, noting improvements in stability and the backing of their currency by gold and diverse sources of income. Breaking: a crypto reserve has reportedly been set to borrow gold from Fort Knox to replace the US dollar. 4 subtle signs someone is fake rich versus actually rich. Cindy Lamoth Fry, March 7, 2025. Go banking rates. We all have that one friend who loves to draw attention to their wealth and their flashy lifestyle. Have you checked out my Prada bag, they'll say. Or, I just had the most exquisite meal. These friends have perfectly curated Instagram feeds and highlight their luxury items like it's their job. So, you think they must be loaded, right? Not so fast, say money experts. Not all that glitters is gold. I once advised a client who drove a flashy sports car and wore expensive watches yet struggled to qualify for a basic credit card, said Abid Salahi, finance expert and co-founder of Finley Wealth. Genuinely rich individuals often prioritize financial security over ostentatious displays of wealth. This stark contrast between outward appearance and financial reality is a common red flag for fake wealth. Understanding these nuances, Salahi explained, is crucial in today's society, where social media often blurs the lines between perception and reality. True wealth is about financial security and freedom, not just the outward trappings of success, added Salahi. Keep reading for a look at more subtle signs that someone is faking their wealth. Living paycheck to paycheck despite high income. According to Salahi, the distinctions between fake rich and actually rich individuals are often subtle but telling. A key sign, he explained, is when someone is spending every dollar earned on maintaining appearances. On the other hand, truly wealthy people try to maintain a modest lifestyle relative to their income to avoid struggling with money. Warren Buffett, worth billions, still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500, added Salahi. Excessive brand consciousness. Another sign? Constantly showcasing luxury brands, often with visible logos, said Salahi. Truly wealthy people tend to focus on building long-term value rather than short-term appearances. In other words, they focus on experiences over material possessions. The truly wealthy often value travel, education, and personal growth more than accumulating luxury items. Lack of financial literacy. The emergence of Layer 2 solutions is transforming blockchain scalability and ushering in a new era of crypto innovation. Blockchain networks like Ethereum are experiencing exponential growth, leading to congestion and high transaction fees. Layer 2 solutions offer a secondary framework that operates on top of the main blockchain, enabling faster and cheaper transactions. Different types of Layer 2 solutions include state channels, rollups, and optimistic rollups. Ethereum has been at the forefront of this innovation, with the integration of Layer 2 solutions demonstrating promise in reducing gas fees and improving scalability without compromising security. Recent developments show significant real-world adoption of Layer 2 technologies, with projects like Polygon and Arbitrum gaining traction. Layer 2 solutions are key to unlocking crypto's potential by reducing costs, improving transaction speed, and enhancing privacy and security. They are crucial for driving mass adoption in DeFi, gaming, and NFTs. In another significant development, U.S. banks can now offer crypto services without prior approval from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC. This marks a major shift in regulatory stance, allowing banks to engage in activities such as crypto custody and stablecoin management without the earlier restrictions imposed during President Biden's administration. The decision coincided with a White House crypto summit where President Trump announced support for the crypto sector, indicating ongoing changes in the regulatory landscape. Iraq economic news and points to ponder. Saturday AM 3825. The Central Bank of Iraq confirmed its continued work to enhance financial inclusion through three main pillars, emphasizing the launch of initiatives aimed at increasing financial awareness and integrating individuals into the banking sector. The director of the Financial Inclusion Department, Hussein Abdul Amir, stated that the bank aims to improve access, usage, and cost-effectiveness of banking services. The Parliamentary Oil and Gas Committee ruled out passing the oil and gas law during the current electoral cycle, citing disagreements over resources management. Bassem Nagmish al-Gharibawi, a committee member, noted that despite previous efforts and proposals from both the federal government and the Kurdistan region, political differences have stalled progress. Oil prices remain relatively unchanged in early trading, but are on track for their largest weekly decline since October due to uncertainties surrounding U.S. tariff policies and potential demand growth impacts. Brent crude rose slightly, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude also saw minor gains, despite significant declines earlier in the week. Additionally, Basra heavy and medium crude oil prices experienced a decline, with Basra medium trading at $70.84 per barrel and heavy at $67.79 per barrel. Gold never settles, according to New York Times best-selling author Jim Rickards in an interview with Daniela Cambone. He highlights a troubling issue regarding the disparity between paper gold transactions and the limited physical gold available to back them. Rickards warns that if there were a rush on the paper market, it could disrupt the entire system, resulting in a dramatic price surge as gold could quadruple almost overnight. He explains that the concept of sales of unallocated gold allows the same gold to be leased to multiple parties, leading to synthetic supply far exceeding physical availability. This artificiality keeps prices suppressed, but eroding trust in the system could lead to a scramble for actual gold. Rickards emphasizes the importance of understanding these dynamics and considering holding physical gold as a protective measure against potential market instability. The full interview on ITM trading offers further insights for investors amid the risks associated with the paper gold market. The U.S. needs a real gold audit, Jan Nieuwenhuis, Palisades Gold Radio, 3/7/2025. Tom welcomes back Jan Nieuwenhuis to explore the dynamics of the global gold market and its implications for global monetary systems. Key topics include the movement of gold from London to COMEX, driven by concerns over tariffs and geopolitical shifts. Jan explains that this flow reflects both physical arbitrage and strategic reshuffling of gold reserves, with banks moving gold into the U.S. for potential future use or resale in Asia. The discussion also delves into the lack of transparency around U.S. gold audits, particularly at Fort Knox. Jan highlights issues with the auditing process, noting that compartments have been reopened multiple times without proper justification, raising questions about the integrity of the audits. He argues for an independent audit to ensure accountability and reassurance regarding the nation's gold holdings. Another significant point is the valuation of U.S. gold reserves at $42 per ounce, a relic from the Bretton Woods era aimed at demonetizing gold. Jan suggests that revaluing gold could unlock substantial funds, but warns this would be inflationary. He also touches on the role of gold in China's financial strategy, noting that while official reports understate their purchases, they are actively accumulating gold to diversify away from the dollar. Lastly, Jan concludes with the importance of tracking central bank gold buying and developments in alternative payment systems like the BRICS-M bridge, which could challenge the dollar's dominance. The Controlled Demolition of the U.S. Dollar's Reserve Status podcast discusses the current challenges facing the U.S., including Social Security reform and foreign relations, as significant concerns in light of a new administration. The report highlights the impending $28 trillion of U.S. government debt due over the next 4 years, largely held by foreign entities, and the potential consequences of strained relationships on the U.S. dollar's global reserve status. The podcast suggests that while losing reserve status could have serious short-term effects, long-term economic prosperity does not solely depend on it, noting that other nations thrive without it. The discussion includes the notion of a controlled demolition of reserve status and its possible benefits for gold and cryptocurrency. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Ali Alak, announced today that banks are set to transform into smart platforms utilizing artificial intelligence, heralding a comprehensive digital transformation in the financial sector. Al-Alak highlighted that despite existing progress in electronic payment methods, a significant shift in how banks operate is imminent. He stated that every citizen will soon have a digital financial identity, facilitating various transactions, including balance checks and investments, both domestically and internationally. The central bank is also exploring the introduction of a digital currency distinct from cryptocurrencies, aimed at enhancing financial monitoring and combating corruption and money laundering. This initiative, in collaboration with international and Arab organizations, is expected to provide solutions to significant economic, financial, and social challenges while empowering the youth through modern financial tools. Al-Alak cautioned, however, against potential fraud, indicating that the central bank is actively working to protect citizens from such risks. The Iraqi Integrity Commission announced the extradition of 2 suspects involved in the theft of the century, a case related to stolen tax deposits from Kuwait. The extradited individuals were the managing director and an agent of a private company accused of facilitating the disbursement of the stolen funds. The extradition followed the issuance of an international red notice and a coordinated effort between authorities. A previous court ruling resulted in prison sentences for several defendants, including a former MP and individuals involved in the theft, which saw more than $2.5 billion lost through fraudulent means. Recently, the Central Bank of Iraq's governor, Ali Al-Alak, highlighted an upcoming digital transformation in the financial sector, indicating that banks will evolve into smart platforms leveraging artificial intelligence. This transformation aims to enhance electronic payments and support the issuance of a digital currency under the central bank's supervision. Additionally, recent developments in Iraq's gold reserves and digital currency initiatives signal significant changes in the financial landscape. And that ends all the news from DinarRecaps.com. We hope this brings value to your day. If so, please like and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when our reports are uploaded. Thank you for joining us, and have a great Sunday.